room cukup lama. Jadi karena sudah tadi cuma menunggu, jadi kita langsung mulai aja kali ya gitu. Oke, halo selamat pagi semuanya. Perkenalkan, saya Jihan. Di sini saya sebagai moderator di acara IDEARIUM Gernas kali ini gitu. Tapi mungkin sebelum masuk ke acaranya gitu, diskusinya mungkin saya jelasin dulu kali ya sedikit tentang IDEARIUM Gernas ini apa gitu. Jadi IDEARIUM Gernas ini sebenarnya semacam diskusi gitu. Jadi di sini kita ada pembicaranya, Mr. Hizar Hayat. Sekarang beliau adalah mahasiswa S2 di Universitas Internasional Islam UII gitu. Eh, Jurusan edukasi. Nanti beliau akan menjelaskan mengenai risetnya, mengenai literasi dan numerasi drive atau dorongan literasi dan numerasi, suatu studi kasus dari peningkatan kemampuan basic English di siswa kelas 3 Muzafargah Punjab. Nah, nanti Bapak Ibu sekalian atau teman-teman, jika ada yang memiliki pertanyaan, boleh langsung aja drop di kolom chat. Nanti mungkin Mr. Hizer akan menjelaskan dengan bahasa Inggris. Cuma kalau misalnya Bapak dan Ibu sekalian di sini ingin bertanya menggunakan bahasa Indonesia, tidak apa-apa, drop aja di chat. Atau bertanya juga bisa melalui raise hand. Jadi senyamannya aja bagaimana nanti Bapak dan Ibu ingin bertanya atau ya bertanya lebih lanjut mengenai penelitiannya. Jadi harapannya acara ini bisa berjalan apa ya, hadir diskusi-diskusinya gitu, karena di sini sesuai dengan namanya gitu IDEARIUM, harapannya akan hadir diskusi-diskusi yang akan menimbulkan atau ya tadi menghadirkan informasi-informasi atau ilmu-ilmu yang mungkin akan efektif untuk kita semua gitu. So now let me introduce our speaker right now, Mr. Hizar Hayat. How are you today, Mr.?
Assalamualaikum. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm fine, Alhamdulillah, and I hope everybody is fine and enjoying their weekends. So, yeah.
Okay. I'm very happy. Wait. Wait. Okay. Okay, thank you so much for being with us, Hizer. So I'd like to invite you to share about yourself, maybe more about yourself, and maybe you can take us through your research finding on the impact on literasi and numeracy. So without any further ado, so the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you for your time again. So let me introduce myself. So as everybody know, my name is Hizir Hayat. So before joining UIII, my degree master in education, I had been teaching at a primary school, public primary school in my district, in my own district, in my district of birth. So it was kind of maybe there are many differences in the education system, and especially at primary level, I observed so far during my study, during my visits to some schools. So the main purpose was to for getting admission and coming to Indonesia was to explore a variety of systems and to make some comparisons. And when I will go back, so definitely I will be full of new ideas and recommendations. And also, yeah, I want to tell something again. In my MA education, my area of concentration is educational policy, management, and leadership. Actually, I had been teaching there since 2012. I started much early as I was student and I was also engaged with my studies. So I just started teaching. And yeah, I saw many you know disparities. There are injustices also. I will not use this word, but it's fact, in backward areas and far flung areas, the facilities, the systems are not quite good that can meet the needs of the kids, especially at primary level. So actually, my this paper, I just you can say, it's kind of my personal experiences also, but not like this. But I was observing, uh, they were my daily routine, and I had been teaching at grade 3, especially English, and then government introduced literacy and numeracy drive campaign. So I was there, and my school assigned me this duty as an additional duty. So uh, so far, um, I would like to share my screen. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So better understand. Okay. Thank you once again. So, as you can watch, my topic was literacy and numeracy drive, a case study of basic English skills development among grade 3 students in Muzaffargarh. So, let's go to background. Actually, Pakistan had been a partner of Education for All, Dakar Forum, and Millennium Development Goals. Nowadays, we say it Sustainable Development Goals. So that promise to improve education uh, in multi purposes. So as we have National Education Policy 2010. So this actually literacy and numeracy drive campaign was suggested in this policy. Then in Dakar Forum for Action 2000 before, so they advocated for system changes to enhance literacy, numeracy, and other relevant skills. Okay, especially the focus was primary education. Then uh, in 2015, School Education Department, Punjab. Actually, Punjab is province name, one of 4 provinces of Pakistan. So they launched, School Education Department launched literacy and numeracy drive, aiming to enhance literacy and numeracy skills at primary level students. So another aim was to maximize benefits from technology using tablets and computers. Um, it was kind of the aim was to integrate English, math, and Urdu. That is our national language also. So, with the help of technology, making fine integration for the public schools. So, LND actually is a official tablet-based application. So, it's installed in the tablets provided by the government. So, actually, school education department has a data center. You can say ICT center at its main headquarter, Lahore. That is the capital. of Punjab province. So they hired MEAs, monitoring and evaluation assistants. So actually, these people uh, were hired from, they were retired army personnels who were attached with army schools. I want to tell you here that army school system are considered best school system in Pakistan. So school education department Punjab, they hired these professionals. They were proficient in technology and also monitoring tasks. Okay. For the next slide, I would like to tell you a little bit about literacy and numeracy drive. So this is also a part of my introduction. So transforming English, integrating math and Urdu language, the L&D is transforming English from traditional language into a modern language to improve verbal interaction, vocabulary growth, and text comprehension. Okay, then other purpose, digital learning. The use of digital technologies in large ELT classes promotes individual learning, multiple practices, collaboration, and fun among learners. So, digital literacy skills, the L&D guided by SLOs, student learning outcomes. Actually, all the curriculum is surrounded by SLOs, like it's kind of upper level lesson plans for whole uh, school education department. Okay, so that contributes to the development of literacy, digital literacy skills in basic English in the public schools throughout the Punjab province. So why this research was necessary? After after 2010 floods, there were a number of NGOs in all sectors. They were working, especially in district Muzaffargarh, because it was the highly flood affected area. So they also targeted education. They collaborated with the schools. They wanted to help uh, public and primary schools, especially to improve their basic literacy and numeracy skills. So, according to data by NGO Oxfam and local NGO Idara Talimo Agahi, they their findings about English, mathematics, and also Urdu. So, English was least score subject, having 29% only. Then mathematics was 41%, and then general science was 55%. So this was a kind of motivation when I got the information. So it it boosted me to have some proper research. So okay, so let's move to my research questions for this paper. So sorry. Okay. So for this, sorry, what is happening? So research question is what specific challenges do grade 3 students face when using tablets to develop basic English skills under L&D initiative. Because okay, they implemented this campaign, and definitely when a government implements some initiative, so they do a lot of research, feasibility, everything. But still, as a teacher, at the stage when you're teaching, so you can observe a lot of deficiencies in the classroom, especially in one class and going deeply to one specific subject. So this was my work will be uh, finding this question. And then objective of the study is to explore the effect of literacy and numeracy drive on digital uh, uh, skills concerning basic English. Sorry to say. Okay, sorry. So I will repeat objectives to explore the effect of literacy and numeracy drive on digital literacy skills concerning basic English for grades 3 students, and to recommend effective strategies to enhance L&D importance towards the improvement of the students' English skills. Okay, let's move. Research gap. What was the research gap? Uh, there was a limited focus on improvement of English skills through L&D application in the context of district Muzaffargarh, especially. Why district Muzaffargarh? Because out of 36 districts in province Punjab, so it is considered a backward, especially in terms of education, number of schools, number of teachers. So that's why uh, there is a lot of gaps that can be explored here. So what can be the significance of the study? So L&D role in English language learning. So to explore at what extent L&D can be beneficial for English language learning, then integration of technology into education, especially for third grade English language learners. Then use of modern tools like tablets to enhance English proficiency, uh, insights into technologies influence on basic English skills development. Then it emphasizes early interventions for academic success. Okay, because this is at primary level, this is middle class. So to uh, make a bridge between higher classes, so English has much importance. Uh, then it informs policymakers, educators, and stakeholders about L&D program effectiveness. So then at the end, there will be recommendations to improve teacher trainings, resource allocations, and also parental involvement. That is very necessary in this context. So for this study, what had been done in the literature review. So digital literacy skills are crucial for academic success and future employability. There is an achievement gap between L&D on digital literacy development agenda, especially in primary education. So as mentioned by Ishaq, 2019 and 22 research. The study provides a long-term understanding of interplay between L&D and digital literacy systems, in 2011, Malik said this. Personal experiences, particularly from an English teacher using L&D, can provide valuable insights. So this was said by Ishaq 2019. So how digital literacy skills align with broader educational goals and contemporary learning theories? Okay. Then international perspectives on digital literacy in primary education provide a global context for understanding challenges and opportunities. There are challenges and opportunities associated with digital literacy in initiatives in primary educations. So a lot of challenges, a lot of opportunities, definitely too high, but to change the challenges into opportunities. So this was a research done by Raza 2022. This is the latest one that I found in my research. So for my study, I used technological pedagogical content knowledge framework, TPACK we say. So actually, it's not much latest. It was first presented by Sulman in 1987. Uh, the concept was technology, pedagogy, content knowledge in teaching. Then it was further developed by Kohler and Mishra in 2008. So basically, technological pedagogical content knowledge is an understanding that occurs from interactions among content, pedagogy, and technology knowledge. So this provided the research a fine integration. Content is there, pedagogy is there, and technology is there in form of L&D. Okay, so uh, this talks about how technology, teaching methods, and subject knowledge work together. Okay, it's not just knowing each part separately, but understanding how to blend them effectively for truly meaningful and skilled teaching with technology. So, uh, this study is very suited to this framework. So, going to next slides. For this research, uh, it's again, sorry. Okay, for research design, this research utilizes qualitative case study research design and autoethnography to provide a deep understanding of the issue. Okay, because this is kind of a case study and also uh, uh, comprising on the personal experiences also. So the researcher is there. Uh, uh, it's happening around. So this research design is finally suitable for this research. So for data collection methods, uh, purposive sampling was used to select 4 public primary schools in Muzaffargarh district. In-depth online interviews, keeping in view distance factor were conducted uh, with 1 teacher and 1 student from each school. So further, researchers' personal experiences have been incorporated. Then there is definitely document analysis that was used to cross-check data and gain a deeper context of L&D in Punjab, especially in district Muzaffargarh. So data analysis, thematic analysis was used to identify the patterns and themes within the data resulting in a comprehensive understanding of the development of digital literacy abilities. Okay, for this research, what was the what were the results and discussion? So there are challenges and then solutions. So in challenges, first of all, there are varying digital familiarity between the among the students at grade 3. So the level of their understanding of the digital gadgets is much difference. So for this challenge, the solution is a collaboration with the parents and L&D framework. Okay, because parents are the main figure of this context. If children are using gadgets at their home, definitely they can perform well at their schools. Okay, and also uh, the number of devices. This is another factor. Only one gadget for a class were provided in one school. So imagine there are a lot of things to do, and yeah, it was good initiative, and at every level it was encouraged, but still one gadget, one tablet only for one class, so it's beyond the understanding. Okay, for next challenge, there is limited access to technology. This is similar. Okay, if parents are using gadgets at their homes, so definitely uh, children interact with them and they have fine understanding before they start their class or they use some gadgets for their educational purposes. So especially for language like English, so uh, because it's not kind of some calculation, so everything is happening with the help of games, uh, rhymes, and many other conceptual things are there. So for English, its necessity becomes the level of necessity becomes higher. Then another challenge: socio-economic disparities. Yeah, this is the main factor, especially in this case study that were found from the interviews from the teachers and also from the students. So for this purpose, the solution is bridging the gap between school and home environments. So that is very important. So this was stressed by the interviewers, especially the teachers, uh, because uh, the parents don't know even about their children at their educational level, what they have learned today, what they will be learning in next day. So this is the main factor in uh, Punjab public schools especially. So this is the main concern, and it becomes a main headache of the teachers also to properly convey their lessons and to achieve uh, the purpose of English, especially with the help of technology. Okay. For this study, definitely there are recommendations. So, first of all, enhanced English teacher training. Develop continuing professional teaching education for teachers that incorporates technology use in education. So that is the basic and um, need of the time, that because teachers also lack uh, the proficiencies to use the gadgets. Okay, so they need to be trained well and they should be proficient. So another thing that increase access to technology, ensure fair access to devices at schools and home for all three graders. So this was found in this study overall. So at least one gadget for one children. If this is made sure, so definitely the result will be maximized. Then parental engagement programs introduce and market learning programs that engage parents in their children's digital learning process. So as I already mentioned, so it was a crucial uh, factor, and teachers were forced on this point because parents' involvement is a must for especially for this level. Then regular monitoring and feedback. So set up an efficient assessment plan to track the effectiveness of the process that enhances students' digital literacy. Improvement in the existing monitoring and evaluation system. Already we have a monitoring and evaluation system, but still to make it more efficient, especially the performance of monitoring and evaluation assistants, uh, the person who are more responsible for the assessments on weekly basis. So assessment should be efficient, and the assistants who are continuously doing their jobs to assess the uh, progress of L&D. So they should be uh, so efficient to achieve the targets. So this is my work so far. Thank you for joining. And at the end, definitely, I have some uh, references. Okay, that's all from me. Thanks for your time.
Okay, thank you, Hazer, for your explanation of your studies. Very interesting. So I want to give the opportunity for the audience. Okay, if there are any question untuk teman-teman peserta di sini, kalau misalnya punya pertanyaan, boleh banget langsung raise hand atau drop aja di chat box-nya. But
Okay.
I'm just curious, Hazer. Your sample is the third grade, right? So I'm just curious, is there any specific criteria of the student third grade that made you interest gitu? Okay. What made you choose the third grade? Is there any specific criteria of the third grade of elementary school?
Okay. Actually, at the first stage, until now,
Mm.
this assessment is doing by the government only for grade 3,
Oh.
not for all primary classes. So it's very specific already.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oke, untuk para teman-teman, ada kain bertanya lebih lanjut mengenai penelitian yang dilakukan oleh Hizer.
I'm going to give some response ya, Jehan.
Oke, silakan Kak Sofi.
Yeah, Hizer, thank you for sharing your paper about
Thank you.
this issue ya, especially the intervention of the national government using LND. Is that
Yes.
right? Yeah, LND in third grade in Pakistan. So what makes me, I think, quite interested while you are presenting your presentations is that hello,
Aman, aman.
aman. Okay, is that the government here taking quite seriously about this issue, and then try to give some kind of intervention, even though it's using technology. Um, and I know that maybe in the government perspective, the technology can be like a breakthrough for improving the literacy or numeracy in Pakistan. But if I may ask you, what is the really basic root of the lower level or the low numeracy and literacy in Pakistan based on your experience?
Uh, if I talk about this issue, actually the roots are deep, that can be economical and political.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be very, uh, uh, I have to dig deep. So uh, definitely allocation of budgets, okay, that is the main factor. If uh, the infrastructure is not so developed, and okay, as I mentioned, the gadgets are not there. So sorry, I have to move my. So how you can imagine that everything will be happening fine? Okay, so out of 50 students having one gadget, so imagine they cannot find sufficient time for their practice, and even how we can divide the time, especially in 1 hour class. So 2 minutes for one child, so it's beyond the understanding. So the roots are very deep, that I mentioned, allocation of budgets. Only all over the Pakistan, only 4% budget is allocated for the education, and not all that 4% is utilized for education. So there are division, there are infrastructure, there are salaries, there. So things are very, it's just for information, as you are curious about. So for me, these are the reasons.
Okay. Um, is there any other resources that maybe teachers or students use, or also parents use, aside of that tablet or drive that is existing in the tablet? Is the government like providing other resources, Kaiser, in Pakistan to
Uh,
learn about numeracy or literacy?
so in the context of LND,
It could be in this context or in aside of LND. I mean, like, what is the condition now in Pakistan uh, in relation to resources? Maybe textbooks or
okay.
books, something like that.
First, study materials. Government provides textbooks,
Mm.
and they are free for every children from
Mhm.
2004 until now. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so textbooks are free, but
Mm.
other material like notebooks, stationery, bags, and traveling, they are not covering this. So, but only textbook is not efficient, not enough according to the need of the time, and especially it was very appreciable step. L&D, it was very, you can say, evolutionary step by Punjab government, because no other province is doing like uh, such initiative. So you can say Punjab province is somehow advanced province to adopt some international standards. So this was also started by the very long debates, and from the international organizations, many stakeholders were there. So Yeah, books are there, and they don't charge the fee also. Students don't need to pay school fees. So these are the facilities that are provided to the public school students, especially at primary level, including grade 3.
Okay, so the resources actually provided by the government then,
Yes,
such as textbooks and all free for the
yeah,
student.
textbook only.
Textbooks only.
Yeah.
I'll give back to Jihan. I think that's all from me, Jay.
Okay, thank you, Kak Sophie. Okay, there's a question from chat box, Kizer, from Tian.
Okay.
She asks, which is, I guess, L&D methods to the learning in Indonesia?
Okay. Oh, would you suggest L&D methods to the learning in Indonesia? Yeah, it's very, from my side, definitely I would like to suggest it because it's very fine initiative, and especially the lessons uh, and the structure and the activities, that is very good. The problem is the lack of the devices, and also implementation and seriousness from the teacher side also. There are three main factors: not proper assessment, not proper seriousness from the teachers, and also lack of the devices. So if we can cover these issues, so it will be among best initiatives. So everyone is agree on this point. So definitely, I would like to suggest, if I don't know about their budget allocations and their priorities. Otherwise, it's very fine initiative. It can be adapted anywhere.
Okay, thank you so much. Sure, hope. Yeah, sure. We hope, all of us, we hope it can adapt it to uh, Indonesia, and we can, apa ya, kayak, all the challenges, maybe we can have a solution. But I want to ask you something, because it adapted technology, tablet, uh, is uh, is the apa ya, children, is there any challenges from the children because it adapted the technology gitu, it adapted technology,
Mhm.
uh, is there children, maybe is there any challenges like easily distracted, or have a apa ya, have a difficulty in attention span, because maybe before the children usually use textbooks, and then now they have to learn with the tablet. Is there any challenges like that?
Okay, as I mentioned, because there is limited interaction with the gadgets,
Mm, mm.
especially most of the kids don't have cell phones at their home even.
Oh,
Maybe for the smartphone even, at that context specific, I'm telling, only 50% children have gadgets. Not children, but their
mm,
parents only.
okay.
I'm telling about the smartphones. So if the family is five to seven people, so can you imagine how one kid can
Uh,
have a chance to interact?
with the
Okay,
technology.
and then you can see the ratio. So if I calculate, only 20 to 25 percent kids have access to the uh, mobile phones at their homes, and only those kids are efficient to perform their activities at this L&D tablet. So rest of the kids, they face difficulty, even they cannot touch properly.
Mm, uh,
So the other thing, sometime due to lack of proper evaluation and assessment, so there is lack of interest from teacher side. They don't bother to put their headache for this purpose. Okay, sometimes they skip the sessions, so this is happening. So definitely from only notebook and pencil towards this digital device, they face problems to uh, operate it, and they don't have proper opportunity also.
Okay, thank you for
Okay.
your answer. Oke, oke, oke. Untuk Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, ada kayak ingin bertanya lebih lanjut mengenai penelitian ini atau mungkin mengenai hal lain gitu mengenai mungkin kondisi kondisi edukasi di Pakistan atau mungkin lain. Wow,
Pardon?
di sini ada uh, there's a trick question. There's a person that directly message me. There's a
Okay.
trick question. Okay, maybe uh, I send to you. Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. The first question. Okay, is the four schools are similar, or maybe you decide specific characteristic because this could be a factor finding, I think. So maybe the first question is yeah, about your decision to choose the school gitu. Is there any specific characteristic from that school?
Okay. Okay. For the selection of schools, so I selected because we have further in district Muzaffargarh we have four sub districts. We call it tehsil. Okay, so I picked one school from each what you say tehsil sub district, you can say,
Mm.
to make it diversified to cover all the areas, not only. So out of those four sub districts, two schools were chosen from urban areas. We don't have very big cities, but you can say the towns, and two schools were chosen from very backward areas. Like even you don't go there, they don't have proper way to go. You have to go. You have to use only, yeah, maybe a motorbike. You cannot go there uh, with the car or some vehicle. So this was a strategy to choose the schools. And if you ask me why Muzaffargarh, because Muzaffargarh is the only one district in Punjab having no any university. Even, yeah, only one campus is there, and that is Allama Iqbal Open University. That is only one campus. So out of all 36 district, this district is, you can imagine the level of literacy there. And it's not just higher education, it all comes from the roots, from the primary level. So this was strategy to make it what you say uh, inclusive to pick these schools. I'm right?
Oke, apakah sudah cukup terjawab untuk Ibu Agustin? Oke. Okay, maybe we can move to the next question. Okay, she asked me, okay, ini sebenarnya ini sih, would you share your topic question to the school or students to answer your research question?
Uh, can you Can you see?
Okay. Okay, this is the research question, Ibu Agustin, from this paper.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, during the interview, would you mind please you share about the main question about the use of LND from each school? Because I am curious about the what to call it? Pertanyaan utama gitu Mbak, apa namanya sih, the main question from the subject, which is answer your research question.
Can you repeat again?
Yeah, I
So I
mean,
can.
yeah, because you had an interview for each school and the students, would you mind please to share me the kind of question that you ask them?
Oh, okay. So definitely I had a list of questions. So I composed 10 questions. So first of all, what is the level of English improvement within grade 3 students before using L&D? Okay, because I want to let you know, before implementing L&D tablets, also this campaign was done by this department. This was paper based only. Okay, it was happening on paper also before, for some months, but soon they it was kind of trial, and they implemented LND drive they provided, and the staff was there, uh, like I mentioned, MEAs. So the persons who visit and assess on weekly basis. So this was the question from the teachers. What are the differences you are realizing before LND and after LND? Okay, and then maybe the similar questions were from student sides. So how you feel about the your improvement? Do you feel any changes, your level of understanding about the basic language vocabulary, sentence structure, comprehension? So do you feel you are getting better or not? But due to the lack of proper, because they properly don't know how to use, so the answer was like, okay, it's good, interesting, but actually another question, teachers from it was answered by teacher. So the conceptual things were there at paper base, because they are now somehow distract, maybe because they are not properly having time to work on the tablets, having only one tablet. Okay.
Yeah.
So there were other questions also. If you specify, I can answer more also. So questions were definitely related to this research.
Yeah. Because the results show us that the main problem is about the parent involvement. I'm just curious about how you derive the question to get those results. I mean, how did you know about the parents' involvement very affect the LND in implementation in that school? I mean.
Okay, actually, this is also a big concern that was answered by, I guess, 3 out of 4 teachers. They were very curious, because according to them, if the children are not interacted with the gadgets, even the smartphone, they are not used to. Even we provide exercises, still the things are very, they cannot interact properly. Even they shy. One of them said even they shy to to use the gadget, because for them the activities like songs, like some movements, still they feel shy to use it, because the system is so, I will say, conservative.
Mm.
uh, Only they are habitual with the paper based things. Okay,
Yeah.
so if, okay, it was kind of solution provided by uh, the teachers. So according to them, if children are interacted properly, they are using gadgets, they have maybe tablets, computers, so definitely those students are performing well. So this is kind of it's not only having gadgets, but also the parent interest is there. Even some of them, the parents, according to teacher knowledge, they just buy the tablets similar, like smaller, like a toy tablet. So they bought those tablets for their kids, because they know the value of technology, and they wanted to make their kids much interactive with the all the activities that are happening in the school. So from this answer, definitely we can find the parents' involvement, how it's important.
Oh, thank you, teacher. Also, my last question is about your recommendation to the teachers, because it is more easier to maintain the teacher than the parents. Am I right?
Uh, yeah, this is very easy, because our teachers are employed, definitely. They are getting paid, and government, especially the department, can do better. Okay, they cannot reach to the individual parents, but yeah, definitely they can handle the teachers. So this is much easier. Okay, but
Yeah.
how it will be easier without gadgets, without just forcing, just insisting the overburden to teachers, even they are not fully trained.
Yeah.
And still, there are a lot of vacancies, vacant vacancies. Only the old and senior teachers are there. At their time they were not using gadgets.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yes. Thank you, teacher.
so that is the in this research a fine mixture of recommendations.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, user, for your further explanation, and thank you, Ibu Augustine, so, for your interesting questions. So maybe there's still time for us. So
Mm.
if all of you guys still have a question for Hizer and his research, you can ask directly to him, or you can drop to the chat box. Okay, I think there's no question, but maybe it's the last question from me. Can you re-explaining, because I think the socioeconomic gap, it's one of the challenges, right?
Mhm.
And and I'm very curious about how you bridge the gap, between the uh socioeconomic disparities from the children.
Okay. Uh, the study tries
Mm,
to uh, get some solutions
mm,
within this environment,
mm,
with these, within living within these limited resources.
Mm.
So the purpose is to maximize
All right.
the English skills, and also to maximize and the use of technology. So okay, that is can be a very big issue, and maybe it can be a national level issue. So definitely everything comes from there.
Mm.
But uh, for my research,
Mm.
the purpose was to have, living with is these limited resources,
Mm.
how we can find the ways.
Mm.
Okay, why there was a need to uh, emphasis on this? Because budget is already there, tablet
Mm.
is already there, staff is already there, they are getting paid, teachers are getting paid, the assessment staff, evaluation staff, they are visiting, they are getting their fuel for their vehicles. So we have to find some remaining gaps which we can further dig deeper, and we can have solutions, and we can recommend only few things. So it will be kind of step by step proceedings towards perfection. So if we include all the things in this limited research, and this is a case study, so it can be overloaded. And yeah, for this research, only district Muzaffargarh can have some insights, and they
Mm.
can propose something to the central government, provincial government. Because if they say, okay, everything is same for all the districts, for all the province,
Mm.
so maybe they cannot achieve some their requirements. What are their requirements, what they need actually in the schools, and what are their budget requirements, what are their training requirements for the teachers. So especially in this context, central government with the collaboration maybe from other NGOs, they can have some training sessions, they can increase the tablets. So we can maximize the results.
I see. I see. Okay. 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 Thank you. Okay. Okay. Maybe this is okay. I open the question again. Maybe it's for the last question, I guess, because our time is almost over.
Mhm.
Okay.
Jay,
Yeah.
actually curious, Hizer, about the education in Pakistan, especially
Uh,
about numeracy and literacy.
Mhm.
Would you mind to like share to us about, I mean, like the the most current issue about
mm.
numeracy and literacy in Pakistan? Because in Indonesia, is it similar? Because in Indonesia, right now,
Mhm.
for example, in numeracy, students are quite fluent in doing things procedurally, but not having a solid reasoning about
Mhm.
what they are doing. And
Mhm.
also in literacy, students in Indonesia, mostly in elementary level, they kind of really hard to have a fluency in reading. So
Mhm.
maybe they can say it also, but they don't really comprehend the sentences or the
Mhm.
paragraph that they read. So that's why me and friends here in Gernas Tastaka, Gernas Tastaban in Pengincer,
Mhm.
Anak Indonesia Cerdas Foundation try to like do some intervention to the teachers,
Mhm.
equip them with some like PCK to how to like really um, teach elementary students so that they are not only learning procedurally or instrumentally, but they do really understand what they are doing. They really comprehend, they know a solid reasoning of what they are doing. So what's the condition now in Pakistan? Is it as bad as what I have explained about the condition in Indonesia? especially about literacy and numeracy, or because I mean, like, why the intervention must be a technology? Because for us, in our perspective, technology is good, but in this condition, there is more one intervention that we need to really do, which is maybe improving the learning in the classroom through like hands-on activities and so on, and aside of using technology, because the fact, as you mentioned, we have shortage in technology, right? I mean, especially in rural area, they don't have really enough gadget or things like tablet. So that, do you think this intervention is the right one uh, for Pakistan to like have improvement in numeracy and literacy? What do you think about it? So the first thing is, I'm curious about the basic condition of numeracy and literacy in Pakistan.
Actually, okay, again, because I will be surrounding about my work. Okay, so apart from integration of technology, these tablets before, because I put here autoethnography here. Okay, so I was there. So before, so in my perspective, in my live experiences, children were doing good because teachers have many kind of techniques to teach. They are manual even, okay, with the help of whiteboard, blackboard, so textbook, and they are the students are adjusted with that lesson plans, and they have kind of demonstrations without any uh, learning materials usually we find in some good schools within the classroom. So they have good conceptual ability. Their cramming abilities are very good. They can repeat the things very well. Okay, maybe in some other schools, maybe uh, they have kind of uh, they don't remember all the proper things, but in especially in those schools, this is kind of a mindset of the students. Okay, whatever teacher is saying, whatever he is teaching, we have to learn everything word by word sometime, and they focus too much on this kind of learning. So to find the ways how to adopt technology, because it's the need of the time, and we cannot only rely on the conservative methods. So because we have to again compete with the world, and we have to align with the needs of the uh, modern educational techniques. So things are there. I already mentioned, one of students said he was good before because he is not able to properly use the tablet in this limited time. So literacy, especially, okay, if I go aside from literacy, means from English to mathematics. So in mathematics, they are doing well, okay, because teachers are well, they have good calculations. They don't use any gadgets, so they are very sharp. If you assign some basic calculation, they will be doing in very short time. So things are there, but we have to modify. The problem is we have to match with the need of the world. Okay, so definitely it's not the child who will would be thinking about this issue. Definitely the policymakers are there, uh, who are interacting with the world and with these backward areas. So if still you need to ask specifically this question, you can again repeat.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for explaining, because you know, we have actually similar concern, but I think the options to choose the intervention is kind of different based on these two different countries.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you, Hizir, for sharing. Jehan, silakan.
Okay, maybe the question from Kasov is gonna be our last question because our time is almost over. But yeah, thank you so much for Mr. Hazer for sharing your finding, your research, and also your solutions, and sharing your perspective and education in Pakistan. And thank you so much for
Thank
the
you.
audience for attending this event. Also ask your question. But before we end the session, maybe for the audience, I wanna I wanna ask your feedback here. So for the audience, maybe you can scan the QR code and you can fill the form, I guess, to drop your feedback for today's event or agenda.
That is very nice.
Okay, maybe I will wait for 1 minute, I guess. Okay, I hope all of you has already filled the feedback. So I'm gonna stop the share screen and I'm gonna close this event. So again, thank you so much for the audience to attend uh, this event, also sharing your thoughts and ask your question. And thank you so much, Mr. Hizer, for again sharing your research, your findings, also the solution, and give your perspective about the education in Pakistan. I hope we can learn from you. I hope all of us learn something new today. So maybe that's all for me. So if there's any mistakes, so sorry. And yeah, have a nice day all.
Okay, thank you for Gernas, Aska, Anna Sofiana, then the moderator, Jihan. Thank you for the opportunity. So it's kind of not only for you, yeah, at the same time, it's good opportunity for me to learn and share something, what we have learned so far. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. Have a nice day and good luck on your study.
Thank you.
Okay. So untuk teman-teman bisa dipersilakan untuk leave Zoom dan lanjutkan kegiatan.